Alrighty, we arrived at the Hershey's Chocolate Museum. Alvin's all excited about the street lights. They're shaped of little Hershey kisses. Alright, we're headed in. Alright, she made it in. We're at the Chocolate Museum.
1:30. We have 2 minutes.
We got our chocolate pass. Heading in.
By the age of 13, he had attended at least 7 different revolving schools.
Chocolate bars here is incredible. My name is Anna, and I'm one of the women who wrap thousands of bars of chocolate every day and send them on their way.
Creating a delicious milk chocolate is an amazing process. At Hershey's, making chocolate is all about innovation.
Today in 1932, a Hershey bar costs just a nickel. But my mother says that before Mr. Hershey came along, milk chocolate was so expensive, her family couldn't afford it.
Milton Hershey is a true visionary. He's turned this exotic sweet into a confection anybody, rich or poor, can buy and enjoy. Mr. Hershey isn't a chemist. He's always worked by trial and error, testing countless ways of mixing and condensing milk, sugar, and the ground-up nibs of cocoa beans.
Mr. Hershey started roasting his cocoa beans at a higher temperature than other chocolate makers. This allowed him to use less expensive beans and still get a great taste. And he came up with a new way to condense milk by adding sugar to it first and then boiling it in 2 steps.
After years of experimenting, he finally succeeded in 1900. And that successful recipe for milk chocolate was only part of Milton Hershey's innovative genius.
I think it was brilliant of Mr. Hershey to locate his factory here in eastern Pennsylvania, less than a mile from where he was born. This is dairy country, and milk chocolate needs a steady supply of fresh milk. Besides, he didn't have to pay to haul it from far away. My mother told me that Mr. Hershey opened his new factory here in 1905. As the business grew, he kept adding to it.
This low setting gave Hershey room to grow without paying big city prices. And has been able to hire workers locally who are happy to have steady factory jobs. The combination of the perfect formula, a great location, and mass production by machines means that milk chocolate is no longer reserved for the rich. It's become a pleasure anyone can afford.
Hershey began welcoming folks for coffee tours starting in 1905, but the area grew into
Here we go. Into the Hershey Chocolate Factory.
Sing it, girls! My name is Alex. I'm a quality supervisor here at the Hershey Chocolate Factory. I was asked to be your guide today, and I can't wait to show you around. Everyone ready? Let's go. It all starts with cocoa beans, which are harvested and shipped to us from tropical regions around the world. We send the cocoa beans through large cleaning machines that screen and thoroughly remove unwanted parts like pulp and bits of cacao pod. Our cocoa experts carefully select, sort, and combine beans from various countries in precise amounts to achieve that unique and consistent Hershey's flavor. We pour the blended cocoa beans into large revolving roasters, which get extremely hot. Toasty in here, isn't it? Next, we quickly cool the beans and feed them into our breaking chamber, which cracks open the shells at high speed. Inside each shell are tiny pieces called cocoa nibs. Hey, a good friend of mine is waiting up ahead to tell us more.
Hey everyone! Below me are milling machines which grind cocoa nibs into unsweetened chocolate. Cocoa nibs have been ground down like this for thousands of years. Milling machines generate lots of heat through intense pressure and friction. The grinding turns cocoa nibs into the smooth, dark liquid used to make milk and dark chocolate.
Our pressing machines squeeze the unsweetened chocolate into discs of cocoa powder, known as Hershey's cocoa. Pressing also produces cocoa butter, which we'll use later on in the process. Every day, shining tanker trucks pick up milk from local farms and line up outside our factory for delivery. Hershey is one of the only companies in the world that uses fresh milk to make milk chocolate. Fresh milk is part of what gives Hershey's milk chocolate its delicious and distinctive taste. Part of my job is to make sure all of that milk meets our high quality standards. Once it passes testing, we mix sugar into the milk using large batching tanks. We pasteurize and condense the sweetened milk and then blend in the perfect amount of unsweetened chocolate. This is where the art of chocolate making all comes together. As the mixture cooks, it begins to form delicious little pieces that we call chocolate crumbs. the chocolate powder to a coarse powder. Then we mix in the cocoa butter we pressed out earlier and add a dash of vanilla. This brings out the chocolate's rich taste and creamy texture, and of course, that wonderful smell. We feed the chocolate crumb through steel rollers that grind and refine the chocolate until it reaches a smooth, uniform consistency. Here's our friend Kiss to explain the next step in the process.
Yeah, the conching machine. Yeah, it looks like a real machine.
Until it reaches
Yes.
the silky liquid texture of milk chocolate. Bye for now.
After conching, we temper the milk chocolate, heating and cooling it to just the right texture and consistency. During tempering, we can mix in other ingredients such as roasted California almonds. Next, we pour the milk chocolate into molds and send them on a bumpy conveyor line. Then we send the molds through cooling tunnels that solidify the chocolate. All of that fresh, delicious Hershey's chocolate goodness is finally ready to be packaged.
Hey, don't forget about Reese's peanut butter cups. My personal favorite.
Everyone has a favorite. Mine are Hershey's Kisses chocolates. It looks like our packages are ready to go, and I better get going too. It's been a privilege being your guide today. Remember that wherever you go, you're never far from a piece of Hershey's happiness. So be sure to share that goodness with the ones you love. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Small, yeah, with your mask on.